Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Ballistic Barbecue. I'm making a hamburger video today. This one heavily influenced by Cuban hamburger called the Frita. This is not a recipe I'm following. It's just, again, my own take on this burger. I will be making a Mojo. It's a tomato-based Mojo, similar, I guess, to what they may use in Miami. Going to be seasoning the beef. There won't be any pork or chorizo involved here, but I think it's going to be good. I had intended on making some Cuban style rolls, but time got away from me, so instead I got a hold of some really cool Kaiser rolls from the bakery. Anyway, let's get cooking. Alright, so here's the beef. We got ground 80-20, and this is about 2.5 pounds. I'm feeding a lot of people today, so making a lot. Anyway, we're going to season this, and I kind of chose some seasonings that are typical with like a chorizo. I have here 2 tablespoons of Aleppo pepper. If you can't find this stuff, I would go with like a paprika. 2 tablespoons of ground ancho chili. 2 tablespoons of granulated garlic, granulated not garlic salt, 2 teaspoons of salt. This is sea salt. I got 1 teaspoon of ground coriander seed, 1 teaspoon of Mexican oregano, regular like Italian oregano will work fine, 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1/4 teaspoon of ground clove. Now I'm just going to delve in with my hands and get this all mixed up. Alright, there we go. It's all nice and incorporated into this beef. I'm going to actually start this cook in about 4 or 5 hours from now. So that's going to give this a lot of time to, for those flavors to kind of incorporate and meld with this beef. I'm going to cover this, get it in the fridge. We'll move on to the next step. Alright, next step is going to be that Mojo. This is a little different than a Mojo you would see with, like, say, a roasted pig. It's got more of a kind of a tomato base to it, so let's move on over to the stove. Alright, got the pan heated up here. Going to add some olive oil. And I have 6 cloves of garlic here that I'm going to add. I want to get these cooked down, but I don't want to let, burn them, obviously. All right, we're getting a nice color on the garlic now. What I'm going to do at this point is add, this is 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Just going to get this cooked into the mix here. Tomato paste is all nice and loose now. We're going to add 1.5 cups of, this is sour orange juice. Now, you may have to look in your ethnic food aisle or a Mexican grocer to try to find this stuff. If you cannot find it, just go half and half with a regular orange juice and lemon juice. That'll be fine. Get that all nice and mixed in here. Now we're going to add 1.5 cups of tomato sauce, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Now what I'm going to do is get this all mixed up, increase the heat, and I'm going to bring this to a boil. Alright, as you can see, it's boiling away now. I'm going to go ahead and reduce the heat to low, and we're going to simply simmer this for about 15-20 minutes. Alright guys, so the Mojo's done. What I'm going to be doing now is removing about 2/3 of this liquid from the pan. Let that cool. I'll be using that when I cook the burgers. The other 1/3 that is left, I'm going to reduce that. Alright guys, while the grill is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and get the meat ready to be made into patties. Ice cream scooper. I'm just going to fill this up with the meat. And plop. Basically, when these are on the flat top outside, they're going to be smashed so thin. As you can see, that's not a whole lot of meat, but they're going to be smashed so thin they'll fit the buns perfectly. So I'm just going to continue doing this, and I'll meet you guys out at the grill. Alright guys, ready to cook these burgers now. Before I get these on the grill, I want to let you know that just prior to coming out here, I went ahead and fried up some shoestring potatoes that we're going to be using to garnish these burgers with. First thing I'm going to do is just hit a little oil. Burgers on. Now they literally smack the heck out of these things and just sort of smooth them down. Very, very thin. Now what I'm going to do is get some onions on these. Smash it a little bit more. Get the onion embedded in the meat. They're not really concerned with, making perfectly circular burgers here. Take that Mojo, get it on. We're going to go ahead and give these guys flips now. Nice color. And take those rolls, give them a nice toast. They pretty much toast the tops and the bottoms of their rolls. Alright guys, these are done. We're going to go ahead and get them in the kitchen and I'll get this plated up for you. Alrighty guys, now it's time to assemble this burger. I gotta tell you, smells good. I have some fried plantains here that I'm going to eat as a side dish. I don't think this is real traditional, but what I did was I took some of that Mojo and reduced it into somewhat of a ketchup. And I'm going to add it to the top bun. And I think the Cubans pretty much just leave this dry, but I may be wrong. And now, what I think is going to be the best part of this burger, and I'm really looking forward to this. I fried up some shoestring potatoes. I'm just going to put a mountain of these things on here. And here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let me take a sample of this. Wow. It's good. That crunch is killer, man. It's bitchin'. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This Mojo's good too. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks.